It's actually recording now.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Alright, okay.
My
Hello,
God.
everyone.
You know who else?
Do you know who else is starting?
You know who else hit record?
Do you know who else
Not-
forgot to record?
Not Mason.
Hello, everyone.
Continue.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lou Piercer, and Happy New Year also. This is our first stream of 2024. So, this session is going to be a little shorter, just because of some things that have been happening. So, we're probably going to try to shoot for about 9:30, because I also have a lot of things planned, and, well, Lou Piercer is almost finished. That's
crazy.
right.
Wait, it is?
Lou Piercer is almost done. We are, at this point, we are about, we're it's like we're reaching the halfway point, but it's like more like a roller coaster being at the very, like, peak of where it's just gonna fall down and just all come to a stop, if you catch my drift.
Yes.
So with that, let me just quickly open up the Discord on my other computer.
You know who else is gonna pierce her?
Lou!
Jesus.
Alright, so,
It's been a few
But hey,
weeks.
maybe this
has
session
been
won't
a few
end
weeks.
with someone all the fucking party dying. How about that?
So,
I can't believe
we get a TPK
I
in the
can't
chat.
believe I caused us to take a 3-week hiatus right as we're about to fight Stroud.
oh, don't worry about it.
Absolute hilarity ensuing.
So anyway,
Mhm.
in the stream, actually, everyone can already see it. Ben
let me get in the
Salisbury and
stream.
Geoff Burrow, the alien. I need y'all to play that.
All right,
Oh,
alien
shit.
music.
So,
Wait. Oh.
Also, watch Annihilation. This is just a general message to chat.
watch
If you watch
Annihilation. Just watch Annihilation.
watch it.
I literally,
It's a request.
I literally referenced the book in the last session that we had, but you know.
Oh,
It-
Lamau.
This isn't a request.
So
Demand. Yes.
I'm gonna walk everyone.
But while we're
through.
making demands, make sure you hit that follow button or else. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, well, you know.
This stream is an IP logger. We know where you are. So if you don't press subscribe, like, we all know.
This stream is a Bitcoin farmer. We know
Yeah,
where
you
you
fucking
are.
frogs.
We've got little Kellogg kernels that we can send to anywhere on the globe.
Oh, don't say that. It's too soon. It's still too soon.
All right, DM is talking.
Yes.
So anyway, I will try to set the scene from the previous session to get some people reacclimated, because there is footage of this in the last stream. The last stream we had is the shortest we have ever done. So, you know. But anyway, after... Oh, that's right.
Until today.
Yeah, sorry, because I forgot. I probably explained this as well. After the death of Santiago and Kellogg, Lou, the Faceless, and Scales came together and ultimately decided that Scales no longer wanted any part with Guy Ular. It was Lou and the Faceless who basically gave him an out, and he left. And Lou took the credit for succeeding the hunt. However, before Lou and the other remaining forces of Drakland pulled out of Guy Ular, the Faceless had a message for Lou. The Faceless told Lou that there was something on the outskirts of Guy Ular, unaffiliated, or more or less, the Faceless felt that this wasn't a secret worth keeping. So therefore, she was allowed to tell Lou what it was, or at least give him an idea of what he should be looking out for, and that there is something that is out there in these mountains of Guy Ular, and he should check it out. Lou makes his way over to this cave and gets deeper, only to find out that after all this time, he might actually have a beat on where Strel is. And when I say that, I mean Lou found a desiccated husk of a dragon spawn with a message written above it. The message in question said, "Where lies the strangling fruit that came from the hand of the sinner, I shall bring forth the seeds of the dead." And with that, Lou found this strange place where things aren't right. The place that you can see in the map right now. And Lou, you find yourself at the heart of this growing mass. And there is this large capsule just beating in the back of this cavern, rhythmically thrumming, and you can just feel the vibrations through the floor, all through your metal exoskeleton. What do you do?
First things first, always look up. Anything looking to ambush Lou on the ceiling?
You see more of those strange yellow, almost, there really wouldn't be a good way to describe it in terms that you would understand because, well, you've never looked into a microscope before. They just appear to be these large yellow bubbles that have almost this, like, this mostly ovular shape that seems to just be constantly shifting, like undulating, like some kind of worm. Almost weightless, they're just floating around overhead, and a lot of them are circling around the giant mass in the back of the room.
This has got to be it. So this is like a big old pod.
Yeah.
A large heart.
Yeah, you can't quite see what's inside of it, but you just see all of these large tubercles and stems that are just anchored into it.
Would an Arcana check be able to tell me anything about this?
Sure, go right ahead.
17.
With a 17, I'll say that you are picking up heavy concentrations of ichor. Like, you've been sensing ichor all throughout this room, and now that you've taken a minute or two to actually, walk through this place and analyze things, you feel like all of the growths around you are solidified masses of cultured ichor.
I was about to say that explains those little yellow pods and Lou without any force damage. Unfortunate.
And it just seems like the highest concentration of ichor in this cavern is in this pod in the back of this cavern, in the back of the room that you're looking at right now.
Yeah. Oh, he has the IPR still. I'm just going over everything that Lou has right now. Oh, Lord.
That's fine.
I am not prepared. I'm not mentally prepared for this.
It's okay, neither am I.
Lord. Because it's been, what, 3 years since Strel betrayed the party?
About probably 4 pretty soon.
Yeah, good Lord.
And only like about 3 in-game months. Less than that, I think.
Yeah.
This might be your quota.
Can he see what's inside the... Can he see anything inside of this? Or
Roll,
is it too, I guess,
roll-
viscous, I guess?
roll me an investigation.
19. We take those.
You do see something inside of it. And as a matter of fact, I'll actually reveal it for you. It's this weird sort of core. That's the best way I can describe it. There's a layers upon layers of these other translucent materials kind of jittering and throbbing around inside of it. And for a minute, you feel like it's trying to form something. Something inside of it is growing.
Do not like.
What's
I
up?
guess.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, no, go on. It's fine.
I guess first things first, Lou's gonna use a spell called Fire Shield.
Okay.
Basically, he can envelop himself. Based on what we saw before, he's going to assume that we're probably going to be dealing with a lot of cold. Based off of the doctor that we saw. So he's going to start with a cold shield. Basically, it gives him resistance to cold damage, while also bouncing any melee attacks back for 2d6 cold damage as well.
Okay, alright.
It's a concentration, though, so we probably won't keep it for long. But
Fair enough.
it's going to
10
pop
minutes,
that.
though.
I'll give you an icon.
Wall of Fire might be good, but he'll wait for the actual fight for that. My kingdom for magic missile.
Do you have magic missile?
No.
I
So what I
always
mean is
forget
like
that he's a
I
warlock.
have so many spells that deal fire damage and 0 that deal force. I was gonna blow this entire room up. Whether or not this is Strel, I think this core is pretty bad news.
Yeah, there's something not
There
right
ain't-
about it.
There's something ain't right about this. So Lou is going to fish into his bag. I guess he wouldn't really have a bag. After
Oh
the
yeah,
explosion.
it got annihilated. Yeah, like and that's the thing.
Ah,
Any items
Any-
that I have, would've
Any
gotten
non-magical material, any non-magical items you had on you are just gonzo.
Yeah. Well, fortunately,
Yeah,
he
that
had one
did
magical item on him, which was that little idol that Bobby gave him.
And the super shotgun too, I think.
No, he didn't have a super shotgun. He had
the-
a quad shotgun from Oros.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Items
Yeah.
that
I have a
you
sniper
got-
rifle.
The sniper. Oh, that's the thing. The
I have the
sniper.
IPR. Yeah.
The sniper. I think the sniper rifle actually does that deal ichor damage or force damage.
I think it does ichor damage.
yeah, it was Icor. But it was also magical, wasn't it?
It is magical, and I'll tell you what.
Oh wait, it just says piercing damage. Oh no.
Oh, fair enough. But I will tell you what though. Nightmare shells specifically, they can deal your choice of ichor or force damage.
We go force on that.
Yeah, the nightmare shells are a very odd thing. Do you have the gunsmithing skill? Which I imagine you probably do.
Yeah.
Roll that for me real quick, please.
Lou pulls out the all catcher.
Oh.
No, Scales has the all catcher.
Oh, that's right.
Oh shit. True.
Big truing.
Oh, good gosh.
Oh, and also there are also Santiana's guns as well. Santiago's
Yeah.
guns. Those are magical, and you actually do have those.
So I didn't write down gunsmithing, so I'm just going to use investigation because it's the.
It is intelligence based, yes.
It's off the same thing, so
Mhm.
I'm just going to use that. 18.
Yeah, I imagine that like you were probably looking over these shells after you got Snips's rifle. But yeah, the nightmare shells have like a sort of an interchangeable catalyst, so to speak. So essentially whenever it's being fired, you can determine whether it's force, ichor, or just piercing.
So, Lou's gonna have the idol. He's gonna place it at the ground at his feet.
Oh, the little. Just to
The
clarify,
monkey idol.
the little. Oh god, yeah, the little golden monkey idol. So a quaint thing about Bobby, who we've talked about a few times in these streams, is that when Lou encountered him for the first time, he did not use that moniker. He was simply known as, I think, just the Golden Monkey God, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And with it, as part of the contract that Lou had made to essentially save the life of someone else for the expense of
Hide
someone
my
else's, he was given an idol and 6 months to complete his task.
Yes.
About 6 months, I think. I know I have the actual number of days written down, and you have still plenty left.
Yeah.
So you know what? High or low?
High good.
Okay. Because you're taking out the idol and you're putting it at your feet.
Yeah.
48.
Unlucky. Falls over.
You swear that when you put the monkey statue down at your feet, you hear a.
That's about right.
You hear some ape laughter from somewhere in the recesses of your mind. So
Let's see if the king can keep his promises then. Bing bop. Bada boop bop. Pow.
okay.
Let's go ahead. Do I want to shoot the heart or do I want to shoot the little pustules? Let's start with the pustules at the top.
Oh, do you want to ping that for me?
Hmm?
Ping specifically where you want to shoot at?
Because you said that there were, like, on the ceiling, there were a whole bunch of, like, condensed ichor droplets, right?
Oh, no. Those are those weird floating yellow things that are
These
just
guys?
filling up this room. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, specifically in the ceiling, there's more of, like, these blue growths that are just kind of everywhere. This is probably what you want to be shooting.
I'll hit the core, then.
All right, then. Roll to hit.
Please, Lord, not in that one. This would be so embarrassing. Yeah. 25.
And what kind of damage are you using?
Force.
Cool! Pause the music. You angle your rifle. You take a stance. You shoot. And this bullet collides with this core and pierces through it. And I'd like you to roll me an investigation real quick.
Investigation. I sure hope I didn't start a chain reaction that wakes up Strel. Anyway, Bob. 13.
So as your bullet passes through the core, you see that there is a significant area of it that is burned away, as, of course, the ichor and the force magic interact, causing this... I want to say it's almost like burning paper in a way, as there is this external layer of this organic growth that is just burned away by the bullet, but it doesn't actually seem like the core underneath has sustained anything. However, you notice that the core seems to be stirring, and something is emerging from it. And, let me check the counter real quick. I'd like you to roll initiative.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
And we are also going to be changing the music to Experiment No Z57 from Metroid Dread.
Cool.
Sweats. I am very scared. I don't know what. Oh no, Lou.
It's okay, guys. He's got this.
Tired as fucking monkey. tired of it.
I hate this fucking this fucking stupid god.
As a
Me
layer
and Bobby are cool. Me and Bobby are cool.
as a layer action,
Oh,
the core is going to produce 2 things.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So as the core is writhing and stirring, you see that there is this brilliant blue glow that begins to emanate from it, almost like ionizing radiation. And from it, these 2 long streaks of energy arc out, almost like lightning on a Tesla coil, but they begin to take form, arcing and stretching and transforming into what appear to be 2 large serpents. But they can only be summoned. It is now your turn.
I don't really much care for that. Can Lou cast Wall of Fire?
You may. Is that concentration, though?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think
probably
it is.
should keep the shield up. It's more defensive.
Yeah. Man, I sure hope these guys deal cold damage. Spells, Wall of Fire. One action. Concentration, yeah. Never mind.
All right. What do you do?
That's a good old question now, ain't it?
Yeah.
What do? I don't think I want to take chances.
I wouldn't.
I have 12 rounds of bullet time. Let's go ahead and pop that.
Sounds good.
And I guess Lou will have to move in a little bit. Big shucks. Move in a little bit. Try to pop 1 shot to each of these boys.
Sounds good. Roll a hit. And also, what kind of damage are you using?
That's a good question.
For the nightmare shells, that is.
Seeing that this thing is made of ichor, I'm going to keep with force.
Very well.
See what happens. Bop. And
Oof. Those are crits.
Take a 31. So we're adding... What was it? 6 to each of those.
The 15 will not hit, but the
Okay.
but the crit will. And
With a 21 hit.
a 21 will hit. Oh, that's right. I
Okay.
forgot. Bullet time. That will
Bullet
hit.
time. Cool.
Yeah, you blow both of these worms away as you hit them with these ichor bullets. And you can see the reaction just going off as they explode. And you are immune to ichor damage, so when these explosions rack off, they do not affect you.
Cool. This may be the first time that anyone's ever said this. Man, thank God for auras.
And it is its turn now, unless you're doing anything else.
That'll be my turn.
Very well. The core is going to remain where it is. So would you like to take a quick glance?
Go for it.
So roll me another investigation.
Would this
Or
be...
an arcana, whichever you have.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Okay.
16.
So you saw the initial layer of the core burn away after you shot it with the rifle, but you notice that the core underneath it just seems to be completely unscathed.
Which is interesting. So it's probably immune to force damage. Or I have to burn away the outer shell before I hit it.
I thought you used ichor on the first one.
On the first attack?
Yeah, against the core
No, I
initially.
used force because I wanted to make it explode.
True, yeah. That's right. Yeah. You basically just destroyed the outer layer of it, effectively.
Okay.
But there's something odd.
So something else is going on. with this.
There is another something else, because you feel it's like, oh yeah, this is ichor, so obviously force should be damaging this thing, but it just didn't affect the core the way that you were expecting, but the worms were blown away.
Yeah.
Anyway. So with this, the core is going to... I gotta roll something real quick. Ooh, okay. The core will actually summon 2 more of these worms.
Oh my god, no! No!
But they also will act.
Whoa.
They will act this time. This one just surges out, takes a look at you, and it just flies right into you like a giant spear. I need you to please give me a dexterity save.
Dex save. Pow. Ooh, famine.
Oh, Zam, for real?
Yeah, not much I can do about that.
Very well.
Oh yeah, reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points. I get. Take that. What was it? 7 plus 4 plus 6, 17. Okay. I forgot that I get temp HP, but go on.
It's fine. So on a failure, you feel like you actually took... You were going to take some Ichor damage, but because you're immune to it, you don't. But you do take 17 points of lightning damage.
Oof. There goes my temp HP.
And this one, similarly, will try to soar through you as well. I need to give me another dex save, please.
Ooh, famine!
Zam! Okay.
Is what is.
You take another 17 points of lightning damage.
Lightning damage, yeah.
Damn, same roll. Hockey.
Oops. Minus 17. By the way, as they pass through Lou, Cold Shield's also going to go off.
Yes. I imagine that would affect
taking
I imagine
5 and 8 damage respectively.
Yeah, I imagine it would affect both of them. And is there any save involved, or does it just go off?
I think it just goes off, but let me check. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Whenever a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flame. Attacker takes 2d8 fire from a worm shield, 2d8 cold from a cold shield.
Okay.
No save.
Fair enough. Sounds good.
I'll go ahead and roll me concentration real quick. Oh no. Nah, it's gone.
Oof.
Big oof. Oh well.
Yeah, as these creatures, it's almost like as if they're swimming through the air as they rush in to attack you, and you can literally feel them pass through your body as if they're not even physical.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn now.
Is there still a hole in the case?
Case?
In the heart?
Yeah, like as I said before, yeah, like you're kind of like burning away some of like this outer layer that seems to be shielding the core, but you know, reasonably, it looked like as if the projectile should have passed through that in the core as well, but it stopped, like it didn't affect it.
Let's try a good old piercing shot. See what happens.
All right.
Try one piercing shot, see what happens. Lou's gonna try to shoot where the hole is that he made.
Okay.
Try to bypass the outer level. I don't know if that would impose any kind of disadvantage or whatnot.
Just do your shot.
Sounds good. IPR. Bippity boppity blammo. Another crit.
Oh!
That was a nat 20 too.
This is a magical weapon. I'll give it to you. So,
sounds good.
As you level your rifle and take another shot, you see a crack form within the core, almost as if it has this. The core itself has a layer of some kind of mineral engraved into it. It's embedded into it. It's odd, but you can see that your bullet made some kind of connection. And even though it is a crit,
for shatter.
and even though it's a crit, it didn't feel like it dealt as much damage as it should have.
So it has some sort of resistance.
I will allow you to make another quick glance. I will allow you to roll Arcana for this.
Where is Arcana? Ooh.
Damn.
Losing combat mode right now.
Okay. These damages didn't work. What other options do I have?
Well, he has Ichor damage and fire.
You used Ichor damage, and then you used... Oh, yeah. You already... Yeah, you used Force.
He's used
and
Force
you
and
used
piercing.
That's right. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. He has Eldritch Blast. That's also Force. Oops. Anyway.
True. Well, you have another attack. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess we'll try Ichor damage.
All right.
I don't think that would work, but he hasn't tried it yet.
Oh, for real? What?
The famine!
Jesus! Your gun jams.
Oh.
Yeah, you notice that, like, as you've been firing from your rifle, the tip of the barrel has been, like, turning red. Because the weapon's magical, it's not at risk of actually breaking, but something goes wrong inside of it.
Yeah. Ugh.
Anyway, it is the worm's turns now. And this worm is going to fly right back through you and into the core. Make a dex save.
Uh-oh. Dexterity. Boop. 17.
Ah, that's just by 1. You fail,
No!
unfortunately. But wait, you have bullet time activated, don't you?
Does bullet time affect my dex saves?
I feel like it does.
Let me...
Check that real quick. I'm pretty sure it does. I mean,
Bullet time.
it affects
Add
something.
your proficiency bonus to all attack and damage rolls. Double your dex modifier when calculating your AC.
Oh, just your AC. Ah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
Not your saves.
Very well. You take another 20 points of lightning damage.
Big oof.
However, you see something odd. As the worm flies back into the core, it appears to actually take damage.
From the core?
The worm, as it passes through the core, you see more of the outer layer of the protective covering burn away, and the core reacts to it.
So Ichor damage is probably the thing, that or electricity.
And this one turns around and tries to fly through you again. Another dex save, please.
Okay. These dex saves are going to be the death of me.
Aren't you a
Yeah.
monk? Jesus! What? Aren't you a monk? Or-
5 levels of it, but he's a warlock first.
Oh,
He doesn't
that's
have
right.
proficiency in dex.
Oh my god, that is crazy. You fail again.
Not fair.
Famine!
Oh. Oh, that's mean. That's really mean. Hey Lou, what's your
Yes,
stress?
yeah.
What's your stress meter at right now?
It's at 25.
You take another 27 points of lightning damage.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Down.
We're gonna pause the music real quick. That oof. Oh.
Lou is a lot of things. By all means, he is not a tank.
We are actually going to change the music to something else. I really hope like they didn't feel like it was cheap. That felt
No,
really
not at all.
That felt really
Dog-
cheap.
Diggity dog.
Oh.
Sometimes dice do that.
The dice gods frowned upon you.
At level 12, 18 is not unreasonable for a save.
I'd like you guys to put this on. Phazon Mind's level 3. So, Lou, you feel this worm pass through you once more. And, as it flies through you and you feel this electricity shocking your nerves,
Mm-hmm.
you realize, their pattern is pretty stiff. It's like they just fly in, one direction. And you fall
Yeah.
over. And you lie there on your side. Roll me some death saves, please.
Are they still attacking me during all this?
Just roll your first death save for now.
Cool.
Just your first.
Oh, wait.
Because it would be your turn. Failure.
Damn it! It's one failed the other.
The worms, they stop attacking seeing that you've fallen over.
Sometimes it just be like that.
And they disappear somewhere. As your vision fades, it feels like you've been here a lot longer than you should have.
Mm-hmm.
As you lay there, motionless, some of these growths seem to be crawling towards you. You've
Me, monkey army.
you've taken damage in such a way where parts of your own core are exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing how iCore works, it seems like what's here is being drawn to it.
I don't like that.
Give me a death save with a +2.
We take that.
Pass. All right. Roll me another.
Still +2.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm up.
You're up.
Stable.
Does crit fish
Wait, no,
account
up
for death
actually.
saves?
1 HP.
It's a good question. Does crit fish account for death saves? Hold up.
It's...
Are they ability? Wait.
So, here's the thing.
Nope, just skill checker saving throw.
I'm still counting turns as these death
Yeah.
saves are going. I basically just wanted you to roll just to see how you did first.
Uh-huh.
So, before you get to that crit, you do see something as you're laying there and these ichor tendrils are covering you. The core finishes taking form.
Oh, Jesus. Hi, Urizen Strel.
And something steps out. Something that I will show to all the players. And all the watchers.
Oh,
Fear.
Jesus. Oh no, it's actually Strel! I sure can't wait to fight this at 1 HP!
I don't know if you could hear me. I was screaming like fucking Kratos screams Zeus.
Yes! Anyway.
God damn you!
So anyway,
This is just a solo fight.
you see Strel,
Yeah.
and you know that you're going to recover. You can feel your strength coming back to you. But before you can rise to fight, Strel takes a step forward, looks down at you, and he soars past you.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, you better run. Bitch.
And then, on your next turn, with your crit, you're back at 1 HP. Oh, let me get this icon off of you as well.
I guess he'll pick up his gun, he'll follow Streldia.
All right. You fly. Oh, that's right. You're below half HP. Your gravity wings are no longer functional.
Lou's a fast guy. He could run.
You are fast. You know what?
Lou still has a base speed of 60.
You know what? That's a very good point. Let me check something. Ooh. You know what?
If I use key, I can run 180 a turn.
Very good point. Very, very good point. Give me just one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're going to change the music again. Because Strel basically... Let me calculate this real quick. Oof. Now that's about right, yeah. He double moved.
Yeah.
And we're going to change the music to something a little more familiar.
Bury the light? Let's see.
Would you like that?
Whatever you think is right.
Sure, why not? Bury the light.
I feel like something with lyrics might be a little bit too on the nose.
I was just going to play verses by Heaven Piercer.
Mm.
All right. Initiative is still on. I'm just going to re-roll it for Strel.
Oh, Lord. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, getting downed is...
You only failed one death save.
Yeah. 10% no save. Okay.
And that was his turn.
I'm at 35 stress now. Okay.
So now it is your turn.
Time to start farming stress, boys! Lou kills himself. It's considered killing a sapient creature, right? Okay.
Technically.
Throws up.
Throws up. Well, he can't use his gun right now. Which is even funnier. So he's gonna have to basically rely on Eldritch Blast.
All right, then.
So he can fire 3 beams for 1d10 per beam?
But you can't see him, though.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to run. So, Step of the Wind. Bonus action dash. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I see him?
Yes. You,
Eldritch Blast!
Yeah, I was going to say, so as Strel is flying, you just see, like, these giant, almost like jets out of his back, just firing off this blue energy as he is just soaring through this cavern. But you literally catch up right to him, and you can see him about to, like, try to fucking burst out of this cave again. So,
did I have time to pick up the idol, by the way?
Yeah.
I forgot to mention.
You can, yeah, basically the way that works is because you get one interaction per turn, so you could have just used your interaction to pick up the idol, and you still have your attack action to use your spell.
Alright. So we're gonna go...
I'd move the observer really quick.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast only 4 plus 8 to hit. We ball. Blah. 23 to hit?
Hold up. Something just happened for some reason. Oh my god. Lakitu just vanished. Okay, there we go. We got it back. We're good. A 23 will hit. And
Cool.
that is force damage. And
only 2 points, but it's still damage.
It looks like it really hurts. As you just fire off this beam, and you see a chunk of the, like, iridescent indigo armor just kind of break off near his thigh.
Nice. Does bullet time work for all attacks or just guns? I think it's just guns.
It's all attacks.
All attacks?
Yeah.
We'll take that.
All right, it is Strel's turn. And
hang on. I still have 2 more.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Go on. Your beams.
I'm just trying to see if bullet time is reaction.
Yes. And you didn't, so far you just used your bonus action, your interaction, and now you're using your main action to cast a spell.
Yeah. So I already used my interactions. I can't really use bullet time then until he goes.
Very well.
So we're gonna. I also use my move. I double moved.
Okay.
And where is Eldritch Blast? 20
That'll hit.
and 24. Pop, pop, pop.
Damn. That'll hit, and he will take some more damage.
See, this is also fitting because the last thing that Lou did to Stro was hit him with Eldritch Blast to knock him away so that Lou could escape.
That's funny. As you see more of this iridescent armor being broken away, and Strel will take his turn, and he will disengage, and he will doesn't need to engage. He will double move.
Keep scooting. Get the fuck back here, you slippery bitch.
All right, it is now your turn, and I will move the funny little guy up a little more.
Cool. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 6. Just out of range. I have
But
to use another key point.
I was
What's
gonna
up?
say, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, can you still see him because of your dark vision? Can you?
I see him like right on the outskirts of my dark vision.
Yeah, that is gonna be dim light. So wait a minute, don't you have?
I have like super advanced dark vision.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have ultra vision, so
Yeah.
you should actually you should be able to see way further than that. So my bad for not updating your icon properly. But yeah, you would be able to attack him without any kind of without any kind of penalties from darkness.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
But this is a chase. He might need to use it anyway, just to get closer.
Hey, yeah, do what you have to.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop it anyway.
Hell, you can even try to cut him off if you want.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's so close. He's so close to where I can start punching him with my toxic hands.
Nutty.
Nutty.
Oh, you love to see it. OBS is doing its nonsense.
Time for my ultimate ability, Clothes Be. Let me see. Do I just want to use Hand Cannon Harmony? Eldritch Blast seems to be doing alright.
I will say, Hand Cannon Harmony takes an action, so therefore you won't
Yeah,
be able
that's
to use
fair.
it on the same turn that you cast it unless you have something else you're doing as a bonus action.
Nope.
Understand?
Well, I already used my bonus. So we're just gonna keep going with Eldritch Blast.
Hold up a second. For some reason, the spectator is not picking up, which is really, really weird. I don't like that.
Alright, take your time. I still gotta read through all my garbage.
OBS just isn't updating. Maybe if I try to refresh it.
Alright, this turn he is gonna pop bullet time too.
Wow, you love to see it. The one window actually did update, but then the one I'm actually using to capture the screen is not updating. Amazing.
Proficiency to all attack and damage rolls. Okay. Okay.
There we go. Okay, we're all set up now. Cool, do your stuff.
God, there's so much character sheet here. Eldritch Blast. 14.
That will not hit.
18.
Ooh,
Because I'm using bullet time.
ooh, this is true. You know what? Actually, 18 will hit.
Nice.
Mhm.
So that would be 10 force damage. Yep.
All right.
14 for well, max damage, baby.
Oof, mama.
Eldritch Blast. 19.
All of those
Almost
will hit.
max again.
All of those will hit.
Get the fuck out of here. This is a lot of chutzpah for a man at 1 HP.
It is. It's crazy. Yeah, you're just shredding through him. And on Strel's turn, not expecting to take that much damage.
Keep running away. It's fine. It's cool. I promise.
He is going to actually do something. You're going to see him summon 2 of these things.
Jesus.
As they literally spring from his body and just
These
appear
fuckers
close
again.
to you. And after doing that...
He can move once, hopefully.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. An important caveat to this ability. When Strel does this, he actually uses it as part of a breath weapon.
Oh.
Quite literally, he turns around, he shoots you with this beam of energy, and then 2 of these creatures emerge from it. And I need you to give me another deck save.
Ah, Jesus. For the breath weapon.
Yeah.
Mason, are we recording?
Alright, let me check. Yes, we are, because the little red
Oh,
dot
yeah.
is there.
Lou cannot succeed a dexterity save. It's over, lads.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Ugh.
Do you have inspiration or like lucky or anything
I
like
used
that?
my inspiration.
Fucking godmother.
Hey, you know what, Zach, the little monkey owl you got?
Yeah.
Give me another high or low.
Hi, good.
Okay. You know what? I'll let you roll it. Roll me a D100.
We take that.
High is good.
High is good.
So, Lou,
Protect your king.
you feel like even if you were to succeed, you wouldn't be able to get out of the way. It's just too much all at once. Your body is gravely injured, and because of what's being used against you, you feel like it's probably going to be a lot worse than what you... Probably going to hit you a lot harder. But
Bobby, help.
that's when it hits you. You don't actually take any damage, because all of the damage from Strel's breath weapon is Ichor damage.
Oh, thank God.
But something I want to clarify. When you were laying down there and these tendrils were climbing over you, you haven't really had a lot of time to take it in, but with your passive perception, I'll say you notice that you yourself have a bit of a blue color in you now. Your core has changed a little bit in a way.
Oh, God, he infected me.
Upon taking this Ichor damage, you heal by 23 points.
Oh, cool. He infected me. We take that.
He kind of sits there stunned for a second, and then he just reaches out to strike at you.
Yee. Please, God, I have bullet time.
You do have bullet time, and he does not.
Strel activates bullet time.
Nah. I already used one Ultra Killer villain in this game. That won't be happening again. What's your AC?
Oh, that's a good question. So, it is currently 25.
Cool. None of his attacks hit you. So you see that Strel's arms and most of his body seems to have this kind of metal aggregated with it. As he reaches out to strike you, it's as if his hands are physically transforming into different weapons to strike at you, like giant amorphous masses of metal, but you're able to just dodge out of the way as he wildly strikes at you.
Mm-hmm.
It is now your turn, but Strel is going to use legendary action. And
it is now Strel's turn.
it's not his turn, but he can still use his legendary action.
Okay.
As you see his body become enveloped in a bright blue outline, and his main form becomes a little hard to distinguish.
This motherfucker's using illusions on me.
I mean, as a quick glance, I would allow you to roll Arcana.
This motherfucker's casting blur. Lou would not know, but whatever.
No, it's a 12. All I'm going to say is that Strel just did something, as there is now a greater concentration of Ichor that is surrounding him, almost shielding him. But you remember back when you saw one of the worms fly past you and back into the core, damaging it.
Cool.
What do you do on your turn?
And they can only fly in one direction, right, Dan?
You don't know. But it seemed like their pathfinding was very focused.
Simple.
Very simple. What do?
It's a full action to reload, to unjam my gun, right?
No, it will... you already used your interaction to do it, but because you have proficiency in gunsmithing, you can actually do it as a bonus action.
Okay.
It's either interaction or bonus action, but, you know, I'll allow you to unjam it as a bonus action, because that's a specific perk that you get as part of having proficiency in that skill.
I would use my bonus action for flurry of blows, but you so...
Okay.
DM, can I have another bonus action?
Yeah. You know who else has another bonus action? Anyway.
I only used half of my movement, so theoretically I should get another bonus action.
Shut up. Anyway.
So,
yeah, what do you do?
alright. Unjam the gun.
Okay, you do
We
that.
need damage.
That you do. So what do you
So
do?
these things will damage the shield, so I'm going to use Ichor on the IPR.
Okay.
Please, God, don't jam again. Pop. Ooh!
That will hit.
20. It'd be 24 Ichor damage.
What are you shooting?
Strel.
Mm.
Or I guess the shield.
Ooh. Let me check real quick. Indeed. And as you take this shot with that Ichor propelled nightmare round, you bypass his shield. And you deal damage to him past his shield. However,
Nice. He heals from that, I'm assuming.
he will use his uncanny dodge to have it.
Ah, nice.
All right.
So is the shield still up?
The shield is still active.
Okay. So it looks like he can take damage from Ichor. Okay.
And it is his turn now, unless you're doing anything else.
I get 2
Still
more
have turn.
shots.
Yeah, 2 more shots. All right, roll.
Bippity boppity blammo.
That'll hit.
So for 21. Boom bop, bida boom bop, pow.
Oh, man. He is not looking good at all. As you bypass his shield, and the Ichor is just piercing and ripping through him.
Nine more.
It is now Strel's turn. He is going to
Disengage.
and try to fly away.
Yeah.
and the worms will fly at you.
Makes sense.
Give me 2 dex saves.
No, they were supposed to fly at him first. No.
As they both fly and cross into you. Hey, that's actually a pass. Those are both
They
passes.
both pass.
Those are both passes,
Hey.
actually.
So half damage.
Okay. So, I'll give it to you because this deals a combination of both Ichor and lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't get evasion yet.
indeed.
I get evasion in 2 levels.
Cool. Just a moment. So, you're simultaneously taking damage and healing. So, in a weird kind of way, you take reduced damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll give it to you like this. You take 12 points of damage. And then you take another 11 points of damage.
Okay. I'm at 1 HP.
Nutty. Very nutty. Cool. It is your turn now.
With my past saves, does that do anything for me?
What do you mean?
So I passed the saves,
Yes.
and then I also damaged and healed.
Yes. Because you
Okay.
passed the saves, you took half damage. So therefore, also, half you would have healed, in quotations.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So you could have willingly failed the save, but that also potentially could have
I
killed
probably would have taken
you.
around the same amount of damage.
It's really fucky. That's all I can say.
That's fair. Too many mechanics at once.
Alright, well, it is your turn.
I want him to see this. I'm gonna get a little bit too close.
Alright.
Bing bop, bada boop bop. Shield up?
The shield is still active.
Okay. So I guess I'll keep hitting with Ichor. Okay. Just mentally preparing myself. Pow.
Oh! Oh!
Good fucking god.
There's one thing that Lou does well, and that is kill people.
And
This fight's so lethal.
that is exactly what you do. That is exactly what you do. I'm sorry if that was a little anticlimactic.
Well, it's
As-
fine. I like a good chase.
You blast through Strel, right through his shield, through his chest, and he falls to the ground. And we're gonna pause the music
Oh god.
as Strel just topples over, and the worms die as they fizzle away into harmless motes of energy. Strel is sprawled out on the ground, and now that you have a better look at him, you can see that whatever hatched out of him was wearing pieces of his body. And you can see that between the plates of armor, it's like melting and sloughing off. And for a brief moment, you see some parts of his body turn white hot and start to melt as there is literally molten metal that is now pooling at the ground around at your feet. It seems to just be like thrashing and screaming. How do you want to handle this?
Do I still have that last potion that Kellogg gave? No, Lou gave that to Scales.
Use it on Scales.
Lou's gonna take the idol. My kingdom can now feast.
Okay, we're gonna be changing the music.
Bobby time, baby!
Okay.
Get him!
Get him!
Lou
Kill
be like,
Strel!
I die or you die. That's it. Nothing else.
I want to imagine Bobby calling Lou on the phone, just like, "Hey, how's it going?" And you hear in the background is just fucking Mumbo getting jumped. Let him get up. Let him get up.
Jesus Christ. Get his ass.
Get his ass.
Get his
Who's that
ass.
boy? Who's that monkey god right there? Whose toes
Whose toes are those?
It's
Who's that great ape?
it's so funny because I had structured Strel's character sheet like almost about, I want to say, like a year in advance now. And I have, well, I mean, I've been building Strel ever since, the betrayal happened. And
Now he's just dead.
I want to say it's like a metaphorical evolutionary arms race. I did not account for ultra killers. And I should have.
Good point.
It's very true.
I'll take it. I would like everyone to please.
I mean,
play.
in Diggity Dog, if you felt like that was anticlimactic, he downed Lou once, almost downed him a second time, and a couple more bad rolls, Lou would have lost that.
No, that's true. No, it was still a good fight. I was just hoping
It was still lethal.
I was
quick
hoping
and lethal.
I was hoping I
No
would
matter
have.
what, it was going to be quick.
I was hoping I would have been able to show off some of the other abilities he had, but that's okay.
No matter what, it was going to be quick.
I'm just
I
gonna.
think it's very fitting that a fight like this is super fast and like literally every save, every roll matters. That makes sense to me.
If you had fun, then that's all that I care about.
Yeah, that was good.
So,
God.
but I just before we actually put the music on,
he's not gone yet.
I just wanted to briefly tell you about what Strel actually was. He was a Metal Zoan.
Oh, so like he's kind of like Kellogg then.
In
'cause
a
that's
way,
the same
yeah.
species.
And basically his whole deal is that he was invested into all of the feats that made it so he could just change the forms of his arms and just basically use all kinds of like really weird weapon properties. But none of that really mattered because just the sheer AC boost of bullet time did not allow him to land any of them. And also the fact that you're immune to Ichor, which is really funny. Anyway,
Man,
we are
thank
going
Lord.
to...
Strel is very, very lucky that I made a deal with Bobby.
Anyway, we are going to
Because
be...
the alternative was even worse.
Oh god. We are going to be listening to Hattika's cover of I Call to You, Lord Jesus Christ, which was also featured in Ultra Kill.
God.
So, Lou, you
Don't
present the
amazing.
idol over Bobby. I mean, over Strel, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just make sure that the Lakitu is angled properly. Because, well, I'm going to see how this turns out. I think you all know what time it is. Because, the little idol actually starts to glow with intensity. Its eyes open.
Give me my funny monkey boy.
Oh, hold up. I forgot. There's
Fucking beast.
invisible walls in the ways. No! I was trying to time that up, but anyway. Yeah, you see the eyes open, and they have 2 X's in them.
Hi, Bobby.
Here he comes.
How you doing, baby?
As Bobby manifests. Oh, hello there, my delightful little scholar. I see that you have completed your contract.
I take it back. I don't like this, actually. When you put it that way, DM.
It's just that I'm just honestly, I'm a little taken back by that. It's just you just did it so cleanly and so well. I was expecting you to take a little longer, but I mean, who am I to deny you of your prize. As
The prize was already granted to you, Lord Bobby. Or I guess it'd be Lord Monkey, because I don't think Lou knows Bobby's name.
you don't.
Yeah, so it'd be Lord Monkey.
Oh, no. I assure you, my phrasing is incredibly exact. As Bobby's mouth opens to encircle the struggling mass of this thing that was Strel, and he just kind of slurps it up like a summer smoothie.
Neat.
I'll be seeing you later. There are others waiting for you, back where you're most uncomfortable. As Bobby vanishes.
Get him out of here.
Remember,
I don't know how we could get much more uncomfortable than that, but okay.
I think I
Victory
just
for
shit
Lou.
my pants.
The cave is empty, and there is nothing but the sound of air blowing through the opening further ahead of you.
Lou's gonna go back and check where Strel woke up one more time. Just to make sure he didn't miss anything.
Very well.
Because the last time all this happened, Lou wasn't exactly alone. Oh, not Lou, but Strel wasn't exactly alone.
Yeah.
Jesus, we ran really far.
Yeah. That was a chase.
Yeah. What's going on with the little red dots and all this?
It looks like a giant skull. You remember back to when Strel had betrayed you, he was standing over the desiccated remains of a dragon.
Oh, that's Strel's uncle.
Maybe. Some part of it. It's odd.
Hmm.
Everything else in here seems to be doing what it was after Strel was destroyed. But I will say, though, is that a few of these little yellow motes just seem to take interest in you. They actually
not dealing with that. Not dealing with that.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna change the music real quick.
Yeah.
I have to take the garbage out. Not now, but later.
But soon.
Soon.
I have to take out the
I'll
garbage.
take out the garbage. Hold on just 1 second, sorry. Mom, I'm doing my thing right now. Please don't. Please don't. Well, I mean, that's the thing. They can hear you. Can you close my door? Like, all the way, please? Thank you. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. Send his ass to the pandemonium.
I'd like everyone to please put this on. The last Metroid from AM2R.
See, guys, Bobby's not that bad. I think you're all overreacting.
So, Blue.
Colonial.
God.
What did you say?
God.
So, Lou, as you stand here and these things start to swim around you,
Oh.
you actually see that like more of your core is turning blue and kind of glowing in a similar way to the surrounding area.
So this place just reacts to Icor? Or Icor reacts to this place? Lou don't like it? Lou's not a scientist? He got Strel? Bobby's gonna make sure that Strel don't come back.
All I have to say is that, you know what? Roll me an insight.
Insights. Lou's best skill. Oh, 17. He has read The Art of the Deal after all.
Yeah. So,
God, that
You
is such
still-
an ancient meme at this point.
you still feel the way that you do. But I will say that you feel a strange sense of connectedness as you remain in this space. You feel like as if in a strange way, a part of this place has now become one with you.
Interesting.
Whether it feels good or bad is entirely up to you.
I was about to say, I don't think Lou would like that very much.
I don't know. It's like an odd warmth in your chest. That's all I can say.
Usually when Lou connects to anything, it ends up dying. He's very weird on that kind of feeling. I would like to be away from Strel, please.
You can leave.
He's gonna go.
I'm assuming you just, well, you're only at 1 HP. Your gravity wings are no longer active, so I'm assuming you're probably
He's
gonna
gonna have to
take
he's
a
gonna
take
have
a
to rest, yeah.
take a rest at maybe the entrance of the cave, get some HP back, and then fly your way
Yeah.
back home.
Yeah.
All right.
Would we do that?
And with that, I am going to call a soup time real quick
For the garbage.
for the garbage. But all I have to say is, how's everyone enjoying the session so far?
Stress.
It's great. I can't believe we're helping that turned my previous turned one of my characters into a colonial from All Tomorrows.
Ah, it's funny. It's really funny. If only if only our audience could experience the Mumbo arc.
Thank God they didn't.
Man, the Mumbo arc was some shit.
All
That
right.
was crazy.
Good session, DM. I like it so far.
All right. I'm gonna pause things here, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
What
hey,
a tasty treat indeed.
quiz.
Oh, by the way,
quiz.
I'm not pausing the recording
Oh.
because I think that'll actually
enough.
stop it. So feel free to
Fair enough.
ramble.
Actual keto.
I must keep it kosher, lads. Do not forget this.
Kriz,
Yes.
I know the audience doesn't know this. You fucking started this.
This is your fault, Chris.
This is all on your shoulders. Every single ounce.
How did
When-
Chris start this?
With Mumbo.
Lane.
Mumbo.
Mm.
Mumbo led to Bobby. Bobby.
Yeah,
Led
I'm
to
away.
many things. Just,
Yeah.
I
This
really
is
could have played like a normal non-crackhead character, but I wanted to play the guy from Florida.
I'll never
glad you
forget
didn't
the
choose
end of Bastards of Behelits when Mumbo just looked into the swirling vortex of death and chaos and decided to take a swan dive into it. And I'm just standing there in the back going, Mumbo, no!
Literally just backflipping into the void where he
I
belongs.
Can't wait for Belinda.
He did it twice, dude.
I can't wait for Belinda to Q3K party. then it's like, oh, you met the others. Who'd you meet? And then CJ goes, oh, I sold my soul to Mumbo. What?
Neat.
I have 2 skeletons now.
I hear
gonna
the
be like, I sold-
voices.
Well, here's the thing. Lou's already gonna know that CJ sold his soul to Mumbo. We talked about that.
I have a god inside me now. As his like fucking head rotates at 360 degrees.
Neat.
Well, you're gonna scare Tyrannosaur boy.
My
Just-
god.
just
No,
not,
I don't like
best
that.
you
No.
not do that. Yeah.
Oh, don't
You
do
will
that.
stop that. Yes.
I can't
We
wait
do
to
not
play-
make jokes about Mumbo, yes?
Stupid fucking seagull. I hate that man.
How many Mumbos do I want to kill? 1.
I know the stream can't see it, but
Yes.
this is gonna be T3K. My character T3K all the way through.
God.
I wish I could have been around for the Mumbo arc.
It was really good.
Yeah,
It was just. It was one of the most satisfying closures for
And horror.
anything I've been in ever. Just like I'll never forget the final
It's the
fight
best
with
use
Mumbo.
of music I've ever had in D&D.
That music, the music just enhanced it even fucking. It just next level. I don't remember the fucking song specifically, but it's just like it was like a fuck. What was it?
It was a bop. Oh god.
It was like a
Mason would know
Packard
off the
Goose. That's
Yeah,
what it
Packard
is.
Goose.
Joe's Garage. Something about that was so cathartic. Oh, and fucking the Igor song as well. Just combos, just everything.
Well, just the fact that all of us had really specific beef as people outside of the game.
At least my character did have beef.
Yeah,
with
your
Mumbo.
character had beef. Like all
Drak
of our
had beef.
characters were involved in some way. It was great.
This was
This
a
is-
personal issue for everyone involved.
Accurate summary of the
Mumbo was a
arc.
problem.
Yeah, and it does one of those things that I love doing in sequel anything. Bring back characters from the first campaign in some capacity.
God.
Real. Too
Oh
real.
my god, I'm afraid of what after Lou Piercer, what the poor artists gonna experience in T3K. Not
Yeah,
us.
I know.
What's coming? They don't.
I'm worried.
And you will be there.
Yeah, I know. This is gonna be my like introduction to T3K. The next time.
Welcome
I
to the
run,
Book Nook, bozo.
I'll be playing and knowing what's happening here. I'm like, shit. Whatever
Mhm.
character I make is gonna get the fucking. They're gonna get the shit bashed in.
I can't wait until Typhon, because Typhon.
God, Typhon. Typhon. God, dude.
Typhon was so good.
Yeah.
Unless it's like
Nothing fucking beats the stories I've heard of Typhon. And Kriz sending me videos of everyone getting tilted.
Good God, we were just. Oh, with
Frost was
Luke.
very good at making people actually angry at Drak.
Fuck you, Frost.
No.
But with
All
the
my
fuck
homies
you.
hate Frost.
yeah, but fuck you.
But with all, fuck you.
yeah, but with a fuck you.
I just love the fucking all the Bastards and Behelots games have a unique chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Pyroclast, which hopefully the viewers will see soon,
Oh yes, of course.
has a
Pyroclast
really
will be
good
real.
has a really good dynamic.
You guys really feel like a team.
Yeah,
Like you guys are literally in this together because none of you trust your superiors anymore. You
Yeah.
can only trust your trust is in each other, and that's all you have in the middle of fucking nowhere. This hellscape.
T3K
It's great.
3K is like straight up the definition of trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
Oh,
there's just
no.
Typhon, which I just imagine is like the scene from Community where the guy brings in pizzas and everything's on fire. Withal is actively trying to strangle Frost. My character's the dude holding the fucking pizzas.
No, fucking Withal was like, I'm just going to let this pan out. I won't
Yeah,
interfere.
Withal was like the
Yeah.
most neutral of parties.
He is like the most neutral character. He is insanely neutral. I haven't like a fluid neutral character. He's
I'm back.
wonderful. Hey,
All my
Mason.
homies
I,
love
I,
Withal.
I guess you guys were talking about the Mumbo arc and also Typhon Peninsula.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just talking
and
about just
party
in general.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Pretty stuff.
Also, yeah, thank you so much for. I just want to say, because But I'm still trying to like get into a groove of like looking at the chat while also streaming. So all I had to say is I wanted to thank the people who joined in the chat and have been making some amazing comments as we've been streaming so far.
You are wonderful.
The
Lost.
feast is real.
All right, so is there anything else that you guys wanted to wrap up talking about before we get back into it, or?
Oh no, we're fine.
Yep, we're good.
All right, cool. Well,
I can't believe it. We finally fucking killed.
yeah,
Strel.
I guess like I could say that if Lou can feel good about anything in this moment, and it's that, you know, it's finally done. You have finally taken care of Strel. You've paid off your debt.
-1 stress point.
Actually, you know what?
+5 for the future.
I was gonna say, actually, Lou, what is your stress meter at currently?
35, but it probably should be higher because we didn't calculate for when Lou saw Strel.
You know what? That's a very good point, but I'm going to say because of, you know, the fact that you killed him, you can put your stress meter to 0. Optionally. Because of what you just experienced with Bobby, but, you know, it's potato at this point.
Lou doesn't have, like, beef with Bobby. Not the same way the rest of the party does.
That's fair.
Lou wasn't there for Mumbo arc.
Truing. Big truing.
God, he really wasn't, yeah.
God, it's so highly humorous. Well, anyway, we're going to be moving over to Theater of the Mind for now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
It decides it wants to let me. Christ. There we go. Okay, we're good. Let me just reorient things a little bit.
Please, God, go back to the rest of the party.
Anyway.
Let me play Axel again.
No! Suffer! Clean up the mess you made! Pierce her!
I will play Frost. You will
Anyway.
suffer.
You will shit yourself on the bed.
Can I be Julius now, please?
No! Anyway.
I'd like to get on a plane, please.
DM's talking.
Anyway, yeah, so
sorry.
So Lou, you take a minute to rest. And you basically spend that time to heal a little bit. And as soon as your gravity wings activate, you can begin the long flight home. And I'd say it's about nightfall, where now the sun is starting to like crest over the horizon, and you can see all of the lights of Gaia Ular turning back on.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be getting back to... Oh, Christ, what is this? What is that? Get out of here. Anyway. You will probably be back there. Well, actually, do you message anyone at this time or do anything?
He doesn't have a message.
True. Well, it's been...
Lou doesn't have that spell.
Can't you speak to Oros?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, at this point...
I mean, Oros has to speak to Lou first.
That's what I mean. Oros is, around this time, probably going to actually, like, give you a message. Lou, status report.
It's done. Returning to base.
Yeah, get back soon. We have a bit of a situation.
Understood.
One of our actually, no, he would say, more specifically... Trying to think of the proper terminology for what he would clarify.
Take your time, DM.
One of our suspects that we've... Shit, God damn it! What's the phrase for like? Oh, incarceration.
One of our prisoners?
Yeah. One of the subjects that we've incarcerated from a previous venture has spoken for the first time, so we're actually getting somewhere with interrogation. I would like you to be present for it because I feel like you're probably the right person for the job for getting more information out of him.
Sure.
Was he talking about Gabo?
Perhaps.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, no. Lou and
what's wrong with
Torture,
that, Lou?
probably not going to get along very well, but okay.
We're gonna pause the music. All right, let me just move some things around real quick. All right. I'd like everyone to put on Children of the Omnissiah
Oh, my favorite. Such a good
as Lou, with time, you arrive back at Dreckland. You can see the sun rising and filtering its light through the thick cloud of pollution that is overtaking the entire mountain. Well, I guess it would. Land formation terms, topographical terms. The city,
Peninsula, plateau,
Plateau.
yeah, the
valley.
Let's go
the
plateau.
the brass city that looms atop the haughty plateau, with all of its pollutants and other waste cascading off down over the hillsides into the twisted, mutated depths below, surrounding it. There are... I'll actually put your piece on the map and move you over. Where the heck are you?
Where indeed? Do I gotta put my piece on?
It's okay. Right about here is where you appear, and I will also pull the Lakitu down to show what you are. Yeah. As you pretty much fly up to the gates, because, you don't need to climb up, and you see the hobgoblin guards on top of the large ballistas, and seeing you, they raise a hand and pretty much signal you to fly over.
Mm-hmm. He does so.
Yeah. And from there, you can move your piece over into the stair area that goes downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Into the pit.
All right. So he heads into the city.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to go to Oros's place, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
HQ down the giant stairwell in the middle of the city.
Well, he's taking his long rest, so he's just gonna go straight to where he needs to go.
Very well.
He could take a break, but nah. He needs to get his mind off of things. Maybe a little rousing round of torture will help.
God.
It'll
Perhaps.
help him forget what happened to Kellogg, or watching
God.
Santiago melt in front of him.
Gosh.
All right. We'll be moving back to Theater of the Mind. If it decides it wants to. There we go. Okay. So, you go down into the depths of Dreckland. You enter the UAD headquarters, and people, all of the scientists and other warriors that are down there, all of the people adorned in the armor, they stand aside and let you pass through, pointing their guns either to the ground or in the air. And surely enough, you see May standing outside one of the holding cells that they have for specifically, well, technically they do have prisoners in quotations, but more or less these are subjects of interest that Dreckland pretty much keeps down here and only lets them go after they've complied to their questioning. And something that you would know about Dreckland is that they have one person that who has been down here for all of this time, who has not said a single word under any circumstance. And that is Gabo DiGiorno.
Mm-hmm.
May is standing outside of his holding cell, and she sees you. Oh, hello, Lou. Welcome back. How was the flight over here?
Uneventful.
Good.
Fortunately.
Very good. So she kind of takes you to the side for a second. So last night, while some of our troops were on their patrol, they apparently heard Gabo talking to someone. Or talking to himself. We're really not sure. And I brought this up. And we're trying to basically look more into it.
Of course.
I've attempted to pick his brain many times, as well as the others that have also stepped up, but it has been very unsuccessful. But we have something. This is different. We've been getting reports from all around. Apparently, the moon has been very silent as of late.
Would Lou know what that means?
Roll religion.
Yeah. Lou's not exactly a religion guy. He's more of like a cult kind of guy himself. Let's see. Religion. Does it
Oh
have to do
boy.
with monkeys? Do I get a plus on that?
No.
Boy, I can't wait for Lou to reenact the Anthill Kids.
I'll say
Four.
I'll say that you've heard the moon in reference, especially around Dreklin, but you don't actually know what she means when she says that.
I'm not a Dreklin native, the moon.
Oh, sorry, my bad. The moon, Io. She is the goddess of devotion and vigilance. Many of the mercenaries that are within Dreckland are actually worshippers of her. They gain insight from her about their surroundings, and as a result, we have a better idea of what's happening on the outside so we can be prepared for bad things, basically. But as of late, the moon has been very quiet, and we're not sure why. A lot of our clerics and paladins and other people of divination have seemingly been struggling to get the information that they need.
If I'm not mistaken, the moon holds like the elder gods, right?
Well, out of
Or
character.
one of them? It was
Out
like
of character.
Aster? I forget.
No,
I
it's
forget
okay.
what the lore
No,
is
it's
there.
okay. It's okay. Out of character, the moon or Io is a god in quotations that came into this world along with Gorak and the sun. The sun's name is also Tau. Tau is a powerful outer god, a giant creature made of fire that can apparently destroy entire universes and feeds off of energy.
And Io keeps him asleep.
Yeah. Io has the special ability to pretty much keep him in a permanent state of comatose by constantly watching him and reflecting the sun's light with her own shield, which to the people of the New World is what the moon actually is.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the moon is a goddess of vigilance and devotion, and also just generally associated a lot with like
Soldiers and whatever.
yeah, pretty much. Like a lot of guardsmen will follow the moon and take her teachings, and a lot of her boons pretty much revolve around pretty much being able to surpass the level that you're normally able to stay awake. And also getting a particular like knack with using certain types of weapons. I would say that you know that she would be lawful neutral. So despite the circumstances that Dreckland has and well pretty much anything else, the moon doesn't really care she doesn't care explicitly about what people are doing with her gifts, but more or less she uses all of her followers as sort of a big interconnected network to know things about about what is happening throughout the world.
Okay.
So
Not the cube. 0 out of 10.
So in short, she really appreciates people that can stick to a particular task and really keep an eye on things. So with that, May is just like, would you be interested in talking with him?
I'm not sure if he'd be interested in talking to me, but I can do my best.
I mean, according to what Oros has told me, you know him.
No is certainly a term. One of my former comrades were very intimate. Well, intimate's the wrong word, but...
Yeah, she kind of like tilts her head a little bit at that. No, it's okay. I understand what you mean by that. Don't worry.
But
In the meantime, we're also recruiting. A few new friends for you to play with. Hopefully, ones that won't die.
God.
Here we go.
all right, Lou holds it together. Okay.
Ah!
Lou didn't like the way she worded that. More friends with you to play with? Huh?
Plus 5% stress. God.
Oh god! Oh!
Yeah, she just kind of grins at
Oh,
you
it
a little
hurts to
bit.
laugh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sure.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
go in the
whatever.
cell now?
So, yeah, because like as it stands, I think Lewis had maybe one conversation with Gabo.
Yeah.
No. Well,
Yeah, like the last two. I think Lou was unconscious the last.
Yeah, that's
two
the
times
thing.
we
Yeah,
got with
because
Gabo.
yeah, you got into the fight. You fought for a little bit. You went devil mode, and then you just fucking fell unconscious. And Drak was the only one who could actually
Yeah.
communicate with him.
you're right. It was up to Drak.
It was really
It
funny.
was, yeah. Like Lou wasn't even there, but it's like apparently you know him. Sure.
Lynn's on another planet. Sadly.
Well, go in there whenever you'd like. I think it'd be better to surprise him.
Of course.
And she struts off. And the two other guards standing by the cell pretty much stand aside to allow you in whenever you'd like to.
He'll go in.
All right. We're going to pause the music here. And we're going to put something else on. We're going to be putting on Guided Meditation by Old Future Fox Gang.
Jesus God.
Blue, you step inside and you see a very small room covered in pretty much like the floors, the walls, and the ceilings are all made up of the same type of tile. It is this decorative, intricately carved engraving that varies between gold, gray, and jade green.
Yeah.
And there are a few magical light fixtures that are like pretty much like closer to the ceiling that kind of give like a down, like an overcast of light over everything. And there is this small marble table that is horizontally rectangular, so the edges are wider. And on the other side of it, you see a stout, stocky goblin that is bound in a straitjacket, sitting in a wooden chair right behind one side of it, next to the wall. He actually kind of like shoved himself a bit into the corner, it would seem. And as you open the door and step in, he looks up at you, and his gray, cloudy eyes seemingly fixate on you with a tension. Oh, great, what do you want?
No needs for the animosity, Gabo. I'm not here to do you any. God, I can't even speak in Lou. My throat is so destroyed. I'm not here to do you any harm.
Oh, yeah, not me any harm, just my whole operation in my facility. I see how it
Of
is.
course. Do you have any connection to your creations? Mind links, anything like that?
Huh? Oh, yeah, him. Roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion. Pop. Ew!
He just kind of giggles a little bit, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I bet you'd like to know."
So you can't sense him. Thought so.
I'm not saying anything.
Hmm.
You can think whatever you'd like. Doesn't make a difference anyway.
The last time I checked, the members of our party, they went off into some strange portal. They haven't returned. If you're waiting for Hector to bust you out of this one, well, I'm also looking for him. I'm
Roll-
also waiting.
What kind of reaction are you trying to get out of him?
I'm not even sure. Lou is basically just almost like as a gambit to even know if they're still alive. Cause it's been like months, right? It's been like a month.
Yeah, about. Roughly.
Lou doesn't even know if they're alive, and at the end of the day, they're kind of the reason why he's working for Oros.
Yeah. You know what? Roll me at, like, even though, like, objectively this is not what it's supposed to be, give me another persuasion roll anyway.
Yeah. And in a way, maybe this maybe a mutual want to A, get out of the situation, and B, to get Hector back.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit of something to establish rapport.
Perhaps.
You know, that was in chapter 3 of The Art of the Deal.
Alright, roll.
Where the hell is persuasion? 11.
Oh god.
Lou cannot do skill checks.
Why does Lou suck so bad?
Hang
Oh,
on. I
man.
might be able to do something about this.
Spectator roll. Get out of here!
Let's
I didn't mean to do that.
see.
But, it's whatever.
For after, you can offer a blood sacrifice as a reaction to reroll the die,
Do it!
dealing damage to yourself.
It'll be funny. I can't believe the spectator just interrupted the game like that. That's so crazy.
I know.
How dare he?
Absolutely disgusting.
Fucking Lakitu.
Piece of shit. Fucker. I mean, I'll allow you to do it. Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
I mean, probably not.
Fair enough. He's like, yeah, I want to get Hector back too. Put your wrist on the table and just fucking stabs it. Blood spurts
God.
everywhere. You know what? I think I believe you now.
This is how much I care.
Oh yeah, no, this
So
is
Lou's
really
gonna-
convincing me.
Lou's gonna take 2 damage, and then he rerolls the d20.
Alright.
Blood sacrifice, baby. It's the first time he's doing this too, so I was wondering how it manifested.
I've never seen this before.
Fair enough. I mean, honestly, it could be as subtle as you, like, sticking your thumb into your thigh under the table.
That's what I was thinking too. Like you literally just gash your fucking arm under the table. You probably wince or like make an expression. Wait. Oh my! Why do you suck so bad? What's happening? What is with the famine?
So, Gabo is sitting
Amazing.
there. You say this,
Amazing.
and then there's just a... And Gabo just kind of, like, stiffens, and he's like, what the fuck was that?
Well, either way. Have they been feeding you? Do you eat? I don't
Yes.
even know.
Yes, I do eat. And honestly, I think I'm safer in here than I would be out there anyway.
What's out there?
Act like you don't know. Come on. You're like Oros's point man now, right?
If you asked May the same thing, do you think that she would be able to tell you? Oros isn't exactly open.
I hate talking to her. She's the worst.
She just referred to soldiers, people with lives trying to make ends meet, a living for themselves, toys that I can play with.
Yeah, what's the difference? You're pretty good at killing people close to you from what I could see.
Well, you got me there.
You know, you're really not that much different from all those toys she has running around through here, you know?
I suppose the new look does make it seem that way.
I guess I should be asking you that question. Do you eat?
Does Lou eat?
You don't.
Not even Lou knows.
You don't. You've noticed that, like, you just kind of don't really need to.
I don't know. I used to. Maybe.
I only eat the hearts of my enemies.
Sometimes croutons when I feel like it.
No, sometimes salad without croutons.
Yeah. Fucking hate those things.
I wouldn't be surprised if you're not even the same person I met back there in my old headquarters.
I mean, all things considered, that might be, well, a good thing. Considering what you saw back at your headquarters.
Oh, yeah, okay, I get it. You took that as a metaphor, not literal. Whatever. No matter to me.
So if you're safer here, and there's something big out there, I mean, then why not just tell us?
Kind of quirks an eyebrow at you.
Well, why not just tell me?
I mean, there's lots of big things out there.
True. But you've only decided now to be a little bit more friendly. I'm told that this is the first time that you're speaking. It's been months. Something big is happening.
You got me there.
You said it yourself. I'm good at killing things. What do I need to shoot?
Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Jesus.
Are you shitting me? Come on! What the
Make
fuck?
her re-roll that.
Reroll that! Reroll! That's bullshit!
done.
Reroll it! I am done! That is, what the fuck?
No. Okay.
What? What? Are you kidding? What?
God damn, Zach. Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck, dude?
This is what happens when this is what happens when Strel dies.
Now that he's lost his motive, he can't roll.
You can't do anything. Oh my god!
did what
all
I
I
had to
see is
do.
single digits.
Absolutely amazing.
What the hell? Is that what you get for critting like 3 times in that fight?
I guess.
Bro,
I did what I
Zach,
had to
you-
do.
you-
Now I don't have any
Lou-
purpose
Oh,
anymore.
my God. He's just
Lou
gonna go
has-
ahead, take 6 more damage, and try to
Bro, Lou has so much negative riz. It's like, it's the reason why. Fuck it, god damn.
Like, I'll say that you would have been
Please,
able.
God,
Like,
please, God, get me.
I'll say that. I'll say.
Straw took all his riz.
I'll
I
say.
need CJ so fucking bad.
Oh, we all need CJ. I'll say that.
Need that plus 12.
I'll say that you were at least able to get a long rest before you actually came back to Drekland.
Yeah.
So, you know, reroll. Come on. For the camera. That's
15.
better. That's a lot better.
Okay,
Take
that's
it. Oh,
something.
fucking
That's
take
a
it.
lot better.
Of course, I
Without
give you a
advantage, that would've
7
been a
first.
freaking 7. Oh my goodness, heckin' gracious.
So
Oh my god.
you say
Thatcher.
this, and Gabo goes silent for a moment. Kind of like looks down under the table,
Turns Lou into a rust monster.
and he looks back at you, and it's like, I don't think you would be able to kill it. All that I know is that me being in here is just one more layer of protection, I guess. But like all armor, it degrades and rusts over time. Did you hear all
this
that? Okay.
something is yeah.
Okay.
So this thing is going to be something that could outlast even the Empire. Then again, we see empires rise and fall pretty quickly these days.
Kind of like furrows his brow when you say that. I mean, I wouldn't have called my place much of an empire, but
What we found in your place was.
well,
I mean, consider this. Either A, we completely upend your entire operation, or B, well, do you know what was in there the last time we went in there?
no, actually, I don't.
Oh.
I didn't even know you went in there a second time. What did you see? What happened? I thought Dreklin just commandeered the entire space.
They attempted. But Dreklin found us after. Well. After Alicia.
So that's how she died. Huh. She really put all her eggs in one basket then.
And it was a rust-shaped gobbo, well, filled one, I suppose.
You killed her?
You know what? This works for what Lou's been saying. Oros cannot know.
Boris does know, though.
Ha! Oh, if you actually are, I am gonna need you to roll a deception. That's gonna be a deception from you. Ooh, that's good.
We
Okay,
take it.
hold on.
If you actually roll something.
Gabo just kind of like nods a little bit and leans back. All right.
Who's next?
How do I know I can trust you? That you're not just gonna like talk to him, tell him everything like some kind of peon.
Well, according to you, he already knows everything, right?
Well, not everything.
And plus, you have
One
a
man.
secret of mine.
One
You have a
man.
secret of mine. Go on.
One man can't know everything. He can only steal so much research from someone else.
Yeah. Well, as it stands, you also have a secret of mine. Plus, when Hector does come back, well, I wouldn't want to disappoint him.
I mean, if the experiments worked like how my original formula dictated, they should be fine. It's more of a matter of what's on the other side of it. That's the problem.
Elaborate.
It'd be a lot better if I had my hand, Scabo kind of like looks around the table and sees that there's actually like there's like a little clipboard that's just kind of there, and there's like a little stick of graphite. Hold on just 1 second. I gotta pause things real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up? Like Trash Rat. Trash Rat? Yeah, that's my Google account. Well, one of my Google accounts. Yeah? Oh, I could. Oh, don't worry about it. I can just. Oh, I can just move the account. Don't worry. You can just put it add a new one. Sure. Yeah. I'm in the middle of streaming right now. You can just add accounts to the computer to make it work. Like I can make a new account for mom. You know, I can do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy for a while. I'll see you. Bye. Hashtag hungry. Hashtag feed me more. Christ.
Hashtag hungry.
Hashtag hungry. Hashtag feed me more. Anyway, so
Okay.
Gabo just kind of like asks you to say, "Hey, can you pass me that paper? I can draw something real quick."
He'll do it.
So
Gabo doesn't seem like he wants to leave anyway. He's probably not going to pull anything.
Gabo leans over and he actually like grabs the stick of graphite with like his lips, and you see
Draws a portal and leaves.
And you see him start to draw something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a diagram that just looks like a few walls. All right. So the wall on the left over here, this is where we are right now. The wall on the right, this is where Hector was going. I want you to take this piece of paper and fold it in half.
He does.
So,
Oh.
the space in between those two walls, you folded it in half. That's what my experiment does. It goes right through it. So,
Much like a teleportation spell.
well, it's
Einstein roads and bridges, my beloved.
well, it's a modified version of one. I mean, Oros already knows it, so it's not new knowledge to anybody, and I'd assume you probably know something about it, considering that he always has your fingers and everything. So, the difference, though, is that I realized that I could make this spell less cost-intensive if it didn't just move things from one place to another, but it cut through a location where there was a great concentration of energy that it could pull from. So, what likely happened is that when Hector went through that portal, along with your other friends, he crossed...
They cut through a place with a lot of energy.
Yeah. And they should have ended out on the other side. But they've gone missing. Apparently. They're not just being held in a cell somewhere being experimented on, are they?
Would you know if they were?
They don't tell me anything.
Would you know? Well, They wouldn't tell me that. That's how they're keeping me loyal.
Roll a persuasion?
I mean, that's not exactly persuasion. That's pretty much the truth, but...
It is, but...
Oh, yeah, it's not... Yeah, it would be persuasion.
Persuasive
14!
manner.
Okay.
We take that.
Okay, alright. Hold up.
It's not 7.
Gobble nods. Figures. Well, hypothetically speaking, if your friends did not end up where they were supposed to be, and they are lost, and not within a cell somewhere deeper in the facility, I'd like you to open that paper back up, please.
He does.
Gabo takes the pencil in his mouth again. He draws a big X in the space between the two walls. That's where they are right now.
In the middle.
Yes. Wherever that place is.
So I guess the question is where was the portal going?
I've seen it. I've been there myself.
Have you?
Yes. It was a place that looked not too different from our own. We're gonna change the music.
Uh-oh.
Everyone put on Chamber of Reflection. I'm going to put this in the Stream Live blog. There we go.
There he is.
I have been to this place. It was a place that was not too different from our own, but something wasn't right about it. There were things there. They didn't look right either. I met someone. I met a horned man. And he gave me some information that helped me out.
At
Getting-
a
Getting
cost, I assume.
getting back on my feet.
Mm.
And yeah, it did come with a cost. So, I'm a lot safer in here.
Because he's coming to get his cost.
Yes, he is. And I don't think anyone is going to be able to stop him.
I'm surprised Gabbo's not asking Lou a bunch of shit right now.
Fair?
What do you mean, Drak?
Like, what would he wanna
how
know
would
from
Lou?
Lou?
Yeah, because Lou seems like he knows a lot about Gabbo's situation.
Considering
All
he
I'm
works
saying.
for Oros,
Well,
that's
considering
kind of
how,
like in line.
considering how many gods Lou has made pacts with at this point. Nothing's
That's
free.
fair.
That's one thing that Lou's learned.
That's fair.
Sure, it's a very, on the nose comparison, but, Gabbo is not going to immediately assume that it has to do with him.
Yeah.
Lou could be saying way more sus stuff right now, but he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Lou could just be like, I'll just go get my BFF Bobby and we'll go and kick his ass together.
Yeah, literally. Anyway. Alright, are you satisfied?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think we can work with what you've said. Thank you.
Whatever. We should have closed my door on the way out.
Of course. Is there anything that you would want in here? Accommodations. Make your stay a little bit more pleasant.
I have everything I need.
Do you have everything you want?
Does anyone ever have that? All the time?
I can think of one person, but Oros is also a busy man.
Arrogant as always. He doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
He took it all from someone else.
Yeah.
Get out!
Yeah. He'll do so.
And after you do that, May pops up to the side of you. So, how did it go?
I think we're gonna need to talk about the Portal Project.
I can arrange a meeting. But until then,
Thank-
she kind of smiles and there are some new faces there for all of you to meet.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna put your token on the board.
The new
Yes.
boys.
And Hunter and Kriz, please
Quee.
pull your characters onto the screen.
Very good.
Wait, what about Drak? Does Drak not have a new one?
Drak doesn't have one.
Drak?
Don't worry about me for the time being.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Drak puts Oros' token on the board.
Make me large.
Brick Berg.
Gregory.
Oh, the man.
All right. I guess, Kriz, we'll start with you. Please introduce your character.
So, Lou, this face that May introduces to is essentially this man made entirely of stone and metal intertwined. You've seen dwarves before, like Grumgi, and they're stone-like people, kind of like just with glowing aspects to them. And let me get the full art actually. So
Yes, let's
straight
do it!
live vlogging.
So back.
It is just a placeholder, but let's
Put it in the
see.
live meme blog.
Yeah, and live
please.
blogging, everyone will be able to see it. There we go.
Oh, he's good.
He has a beard
I love
of
how he has exhaust.
glowing.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, literally. He has these 3 metal pipes, and what you can assume is a helmet that are just constantly emitting this smoke that's just pooling in the ceiling, and this brilliant green beard that's that's just causing this green soft glow on everything around him. And you see him extend his left arm, which seems to be this jumbled up like hunk of metal that seems to have received a lot of blows. And at the end of his arm, where you'd expect the hand to be, is sort of like these 2 little clamps, and they rotate like quick little drills spinning in place as he extends a hand over to you, and he just speaks to you. He's like, wait, hold on, give me a second.
It's all right.
It's
Like,
2.5 hours in. I'm not used to this. Oh, me, Govlan. Govlan don't know your name. He says hello. Shake. And you see him just hold a little like clampy hand, and he clicks it a couple times and spins it around for Lou to grab.
Lou will shake and he'll say, Lou says hello as well.
I'm
I'm going to be really sad when this one dies, Kriz.
Govlan will, Govlan deal. Govlan wants many, many friends. Good to meet you, Lou.
I'm crying inside.
And another thing that I forgot to mention is that typically where you'd expect there to be legs, his lower half just kind of terminates from pure stone to just nothing but like this metal construct of these intertwined 3 spider legs that are constantly shifting and creaking and just trying to help maintain his balance. He is a very makeshift fellow. You get the impression that he's kind of been through a lot somehow.
Yeah. Maybe if he survives long enough, we can give him an Oros treatment. Full cyborg conversion. New legs.
Now off to you, Hunter. Your turn on the spotlight, right there.
Yeah. So Lou, you see this rather tall and large great elf. He seems to only have one eye. He has a very, very elegant beard
I see that.
and an obscenely large sword. It's
I've seen him large
glowing.
what now?
Sword.
Big ass
Okay.
sword.
God, that's
I'll
2 things you have in common, Hunter. One eye and a big cool beard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you
DM, I would
notice
like
that,
you to take one of my eyes, please.
Yeah.
Let him
And
talk.
then, Lou, you'll notice it is his armor is very old. It's almost like he's been around for hundreds of years, just in battles constantly. He reaches out his hand, grabs your forearm, and goes, "Steal Josiah, from Megalos. Well, was from Megalos."
A pleasure. Lou.
And I'm gonna send a picture of the reference of the sword.
Hunter, as soon as you say Megalos, Govalan's actually going to look at you, and you see his one visible eye like blink in and out of existence, as if he's just kind of like giving you a double take. Oh, Megalos. Yes. Interesting.
I was there before the problems arose. Oros called for a favor, so I showed up to help.
Well, we could certainly use all the help we can get.
With my steel and his metallic parts, we should
Ugh.
be good. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Govlan, well,
He kind of like holds both of his arms out, kind of like in a sort of like he's about to talk about something, and
Govlan builds things. Govlan fixes things. That's what he does. Govlan will build you many, many things, Lou. Many, many weapons, or whatever Lou wants.
He's just sitting there thinking, it's like, I've never had a blacksmith before.
As of now, Oros hired me to help you. Considering your apparent fragility, as he said, I served in many battles as general and warrior. I am your frontline weapon.
I could
But
always
don't let
use
me
a
have
good one
too
of
much of
those.
the fun.
Yes, Govlan wants some fun too. He doesn't just build, you know.
Yeah.
Lou is dying on the
Yeah,
inside.
May like kind of creeps. May creeps up behind you and then like kind of gives you like a pat on your shoulder, Pauldron, and it's like, have fun with these maniacs. I gotta go source some papers.
I sure hope they don't die too fast.
Govlan sees May patting Lou, and he joins in the effort and just gives him some fucking slaps with like his stone hand. You literally
A
feel
single
like
tear rolls down Lou's eye.
You can't cry anymore.
He takes that kink out of your back, though.
It's not
A
allowed.
single drop of ichor rolls down Lou's cheek.
That's more like it. Anyway.
Josiah hears May's comment and goes, "Oh, come on, I am not that crazy." You may be right.
So we have Govlan and Josiah?
Yep, steal Josiah.
Steal Josiah. Well,
My full name is about 4 paragraphs long, but it's semantics. Just call me Josiah.
I swear to God, when Drak's character gets here, if I hear I'm going to scream.
Govlan
This is
says
the
shoot
reveal.
on sight
I'm
kill.
out. We'll see you next week in Frost Piercer.
This party wouldn't be able to handle His Majesty.
Shit yourself.
So Govlan's actually going to give you. He's going to kind of like jab a finger into your chest, Lou. It's like,
Govlan noticed Lou has modifications, yes. They look good. They look strong. But Govlan thinks he could improve it here or there if Lou would like.
Sure. We could see if you can take a kick at that.
We can workshop later then.
This seems like a guy I can trust with invasive surgery.
yeah, like literally as he says that, you see like one of the plates on his fucking arm just explode outwards and steam pours. He's like, oh, excuse me. And he pulls out a plate from somewhere else and just dong, slaps it on and he crushes it in. Like a fucking doctor stuffing paper into a wound to stop bleeding.
I think the term to describe him is paranoid schizophrenic. There we go.
Oros, turn on my cringe inhibitors.
But before May walks off, though, she actually is gonna pop back in and briefly say, "Oh, boys, Oros actually wants you to try something out. Please meet. Please meet in the training area. He'll explain more."
Ooh, training.
And make sure
Oh,
you set up
boy.
that meeting, please.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm just like really busy right now, like
Of
super
course, of
busy.
course.
Bye.
Mason, are we in a room right now?
Yeah, you guys are pretty much in like one of the.
We're outside Gabo's chambers.
Yeah, you're like in like one of the.
Oh.
Yeah, you're in like one of the main corridors where like a lot of other mercenaries and like people appointed by the UAD are all kind of like mulling around and walking around each
Yep.
other and interacting and stuff.
Like a bunch of prison guards in a corridor. That makes sense.
Pretty much, yeah. And going into one of the lower levels of the laboratory of the area, you'll be able to actually access the training areas where they also have the armory as well.
Yeah, no. Since he's been in Dreklin a bit, he would immediately know where the hell this is. Then, yeah.
Oh yeah, straight up. And also, Lou would recognize this as the place where he initially went to actually test out his cybernetics too.
Yeah.
I wonder what Horus is having us teach. Or taste.
Experimental
new
tech,
ways.
if I had to guess.
I remember when this town was nothing but a shack and a meth lab. And Horus owned half the meth lab. It was a
Who owned
strange
the other
time.
half?
He did not say, but after I asked the question, Horus
Gabo.
really
I
owned
knew it.
not Gabo. Gabo, the bastard, still owes me 5 drachma, but till later.
Anyway, you guys make your way down, and as you enter the train, so here's the thing, Lou. That ballista that you saw on the
Yeah.
mounted on the wall of Dreckland, it actually looked different from the ones that you saw a little
they've
while
been
ago.
upgrading.
Yeah. But you know this now when you actually get down there and you see a few of these ballistas pretty much like in the process of being built.
Oh shit!
They're big.
Oh, there
Oh,
are-
that's what that preview was.
Heh.
It's a fucking ballista.
let us hope.
I
that,
don't like how, I guess, human it looks.
Define
I feel like
human.
that's an-
Yeah, maybe not human. How organic
Alive.
it looks.
Yeah.
The
that
the Hellwalkers are kind of the same way.
Yeah.
A lot of
This,
these, just a lot of these organic components seemingly combined with all of these brass plates and rivets.
Why do I see 2 little eyes?
Whack.
Wog.
Whack.
So you actually see Hans there. Hans is the barium dragon spawn who basically gave Lou his surgery. He is this hobbled green creature made of I want to say in a few ways he is kind of like Govlan because
He's a lot like Govalan.
he's just this weird hobbled green thing that has a bunch of cybernetic modifications.
Very cool.
Except instead of spider legs, he just uses a cane.
and a peg leg.
Govlan's dad.
Oh, hello there, gentlemen! I've just been working on something new to improve the defenses of Jekyll in the absence of the moon's guidance. This is a Planarian class Ico ballista. It uses integrated sync systems that allow it to almost symbiotically bond with its host.
That explains
Please!
the little eyes.
Who would like to step up and try it out?
Me. Oh, Govlan likes to see Hans and his work. Let him. Govlan wants to try.
He just keeps hopping up in place.
All
You see
right,
his skylets extending back and
fine,
forth.
fine. I get it. Jesus, fucking, yeah, I get it. It's fine. I get it.
Thank you, Hans.
So, there are a couple of other hobgoblin guards that are pretty much like setting up some targets all the way off in the distance. The party has seen these before, but the audience has not. They're like these crude little sack, like burlap sack dummies on pegs, and they just have these 2 big googly eyes on them that are just like eerily realistic looking.
Oh no. I don't like those. I remember.
And in the handouts, you guys actually should have access to something in the Dreckland tab called Icor Ballista, and there you can actually see how this thing works.
Art show, Dreckland, Icor Ballista. Whoa.
Oh.
I can only see the bio info. I don't have stats.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm gonna give you guys access to it too.
Thank you.
No problem.
There's a seat on the ballista, yeah?
Yes, there is.
Looks like it.
For only
hmm.
And even though there's only 2 footsteps there is a space in the back where your third leg can come out. Or your tail, depending on how you're built. And that's the thing, too. The seat is actually adjustable.
Oh my
Govlan
god.
calls shotgun and Luz calls shotgun's lap.
God! So, I will open it up on the spectator side to show everyone what the stats look like. I think I'm going to have to reload this to make it work.
Huh. Ah, okay. I see. Critical of 1840 to an Iker, and you can add into the attack roll.
Critical
Ooh.
18 off the rip? Is
This
this
is
considered
a
a
beauty.
firearm by any chance?
It is technically not a firearm.
It's
Okay.
siege. It's a bit
It is
different.
a siege weapon.
Either way, critical of 16 when in the hands of Gooey Louie.
Lucifer, help me, Lucifer. Oh God. There we
Let
go.
him play with his toys. Let's see what war crimes he commits.
And we're gonna change the music again.
Goblin loves war crime.
I know you do, big buddy.
Yes.
Here you go, gold star. Good boy.
Conditional immunity is neurosis.
That means it's immune to anything that would affect its mind, like paralysis or
Yeah.
being stunned.
As it does not have a mind.
Oh
yeah.
shit! I just realized that Kriz posted a picture of Hans. Thank you, very helpful.
Yes.
Let me pull that up. Oh, there he is. Yep. I did this picture of Hans about 3 years ago, I think. 2019.
Yeah.
It's
It's
about
towards the start of the whole campaign, yeah.
yeah, 2019. That's when I drew this, and for the
Well,
most
that's
part,
5.
he looks pretty similar. Anyway,
It's aged well.
When Lou had an organic body.
back, yeah. And we're all going to put on Cybergrind by Mega Neko.
Mm-hmm.
As basically everyone can get inside of their own little ballista, and I'll adjust it so everyone can have their own pretty much, and we can just do some target practice.
Yes. Yeah, when Govalan climbs into his own ballista, it's like a fucking spider crawling tiny gap, and he just wriggles his way over there, just making this little, like, metallic clanking sound as he swings about, hitting everything in the fucking path to the ballista.
Very good.
Clumsy motherfucker.
Ooh, we need to learn. We need to learn how to add poison to the elemental payload. Because when Lou deals poison damage, he gets to ignore all DR.
That's funny.
Mmm.
So, after all of the dummies are set up, Hans just like gets on a little balcony, gets the equivalent of like a little megaphone, and he's like, "First out of 3 is the victor!" And I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Let's go. Yes, good roll.
Haha! Yeah.
You fucking piece of shit.
Hell yeah!
Goblin hates all of you so much. This was his one.
No, okay.
All right.
Kovlad becomes a spite-filled monster the rest of the campaign.
God!
It's all because of this. Oh shit, the rolls are covered. Unless we're not supposed to see initiative on the
We're
stream.
not supposed to see them. That goes to the DM.
No, sorry.
That's true.
I was basically just trying to. Oh, I love it. It's doing the thing again. Amazing.
No.
Oh, it doesn't really matter all that much, but effectively, you guys can pretty much just start using this ballista, and goal is to hit as many targets as possible. They're kind of like on a. It's like one of those shitty like fair games where it's like the ducks on that little like rotating platform that just like keep coming, and you gotta shoot them,
Amazing.
and you gotta shoot them down as they move.
Oops.
What do we use?
The ballista.
The
Yeah,
ballista.
we just you get the ballista sheet and you can
We have
attack
the
with it.
ballista sheet, yeah.
Good. Oh shit.
Govlan,
Right.
would you like to do the honors?
Hmm?
Do you want to do the honors, Govlan?
Honest for what?
Shooting first?
That's what we
No,
rolled.
you
it.
get to shoot
That's
first.
the thing. We rolled initiative. You get to roll first. You gotta hit as many
Alright.
targets as possible, bro.
That's fair.
Looks like we can fuck with your roll
How
though.
many times do I get to shoot?
What does it say?
There should
That's a
be.
good
I think it's like 10 feet to shoot and 5 to aim. Wait, 10 feet of your movement for 5 feet of turning.
For the turrets turning, that is. The thing, though, is that the turrets are already positioned to fire anything you want. You guys can basically just experiment.
Standard action to load, so they're loaded. So yeah, you use your move. Okay, you use your movement to just aim it. So use your action,
So
and you can add your int or strength to the attack roll and damage.
Fair. Int or strength. Both of those are lose dump stats.
I have a +5 strength.
I have
Actually,
a
no,
+6
Connus is dump
int.
stat. +2 int.
Because the way that
Which-
you actually control this turret is that you literally have to crank the whole thing back into place before you can
Crank
fire
the
it.
hog.
Crank the hog. Pulled port.
So I
Yeah.
guess I only have +2, but I can make that a +6 with bullet time, baby.
That
Yes.
you can.
Let's cheat, baby.
And also bear in mind, you also add the turret stats to the attack roll as well. Because look at the attack.
+11 strength.
Yeah,
Jesus.
because it says specifically that I think it's either you basically add an additional modifier on top of your own when you're actually attacking with the turret.
It's all calculated in the big blast, but then you just add, like, say for Lou, it's a +2 or +6 with bullet
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, just add your modifier to the damage and
So
attack.
if it's
The
a
damage
plus-
won't matter.
Yeah, so
Bing bop.
yeah,
bada
so
boop bop. Pow.
Let's see what you get.
The famine.
oh god, hold on a second.
I mean, either way, that's a 21 to hit.
Something is wrong.
They're
There we
hidden.
go.
I
There we
hit
go.
it.
There we go. A 15 will hit one of the turrets. I mean, sorry, one of
Technically, it's a 21.
21 will
Time.
a 21 will definitely hit one of the little dummies moving by as like it just gets hit with this blast and you just see it like fly off its hinges making this horrible noise as it just like ragdolls off into like the back end of the arena.
Oh,
I
no.
don't like this game.
Can you do anything else?
Reload.
Standard action.
Standard action to reload.
So I can
God,
do.
it's not a firearm.
Yep, it isn't.
Shooting a
I mean,
living
what else
creature.
can I do? Oh, the ballista adds its perception. What does
Yes.
that even mean?
If you're trying to spot with it, you know, if you're mounted somewhere using it.
That's fair.
Would
So
you-
I used my standard action.
Would you actually like to try to utilize the ballista spot function?
Can I?
Sure, right ahead.
So what do I do? Just roll its. Just roll eye spot.
It's +6.
You basically just get a +6 to your perception roll.
Oh.
Wait, it says any attack rolls made with it.
Hold up, let me check.
Intense ballista music.
I just action surge and beat all you.
Fair.
Oh yeah, that's
You're
right.
okay.
I pretty much already had that calculated because its perception would technically be a +6, so that's why it has that modifier right there.
Yeah, so innately has it already tied into the roll, so you would just add your stuff. So that's pretty much it, unless you got any silly spells you can do to cheat.
Alrighty then.
Well, I already used my standard action, so I can't do that this turn.
Fair enough.
All right, it is now Josiah's turn. Lou
Okay,
currently has
cool.
1 point.
The blast. Go
The blast.
fucking.
No.
I only hit it once. What the fuck? +5 to that 8.
13?
13.
A 13 unfortunately won't cut it.
Is that with your
Yeah,
action surge?
No, that is not with my.
You can only shoot once. You can only shoot one per turn. Once per before you have to
Once per
reload it.
turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So you crank it back really good. You shoot it, but the force of how far you cranked it back causes the turret to actually kind of go off course a little bit, and your projectile goes soaring past one of the dummies that you wanted to hit.
I'm not the range guy. But I'll still try.
Put your scapulas into it! As Hans like just screams over the balcony.
Your leg, Malaka.
All right, Govalan, you're up.
Let's Goblin show you what he's really capable of.
And
Get to
as
that one.
he's gonna hold his arm straight up, the one mechanical, like gunched up arm, as the drill end of it begins to spin and spin and spin and spin, before suddenly the rest of him also begins to spin and spin and spin as he casts haste.
Oh, crap.
He's casting it on himself.
Very cool.
And he's going to use that extra. Let me see. Do I get the extra action? I think. Yeah. Let me put it in chat.
Yeah.
So, yep, I have an extra action. So I'm going to use that extra action to fire the ballista right off the bat.
Very good.
As he literally just starts spinning around and he slaps the fucking button and just palms that shit.
I mean, does haste give you a whole other
No!
extra action?
Oh, no.
I don't think haste gives you a whole extra action.
It gives you another
Well, it gives
attack
me an
action.
to make an attack. Dash,
It
disengage.
makes you an additional attack in your attack action.
Also use an object technically.
Yes, this does count.
Okay.
It's an action for those specific things, and this is part of that specific thing.
Yes.
It would still fall under that.
So unfortunately, with your haste,
God, he's not used to the effects quite yet.
yeah, a very similar deal. The turret just like kind of freaks out a little bit, and another projectile goes wide. It actually like eats. It actually turns back to the point where it actually eats part of the balcony that Hans is standing on, and he's like, "What's for you pointing that thing? If you want to kill me, it has to be in one hit."
He just literally starts speaking rapidly,
pulls out
just
Seductra.
jumbling over himself. He's incomprehensible.
God.
You pull out the Ductra, all you hear every time you shoot is just Santiago's voice screaming Spanish slurs.
God.
Spanish curse
Screaming
words.
his wail of death.
Well, that's all I can do.
All right. So do you do anything else, Govan?
Nope, that's it. It would be Lou's turn, yes.
Yeah.
Goosefers. Come on, Goosefers.
That it is.
So standard action is shoot and load, so you'd have to use your whole action.
Yeah. So I do that. I go boom bop, bada bip bop. Pow. 22 to hit.
That will hit as you destroy, as you send another one of these things flying.
Ranged man. Man, I sure hope that those aren't actually people.
They don't like seem to actually take any damage. Like I said, it's literally like you're in Gary's mod
Scream
using like
fake.
the physics engine and just like making ragdolls just like fly over the arena basically.
Mhm. Okay, we're good.
All right, so that is 2 for Lou, 0 for everyone else.
Everyone starts sabotaging Lou.
All right, Steel, you're up.
Still just grabs Lou's ballista.
Plus 5. to
It's
attack.
vulnerable to grabbing.
That's a 14.
That's gonna be another miss. As you basically, like, once again, you just like put way too much muscle into cranking it, so the projectile just like forces the turret to just waggle a little bit, and you end up like the projectile just goes flying, and the salvo goes flying and hits the wall again, and then Hans just like screams like, "You know, those walls weren't built for things that miss. The dummies are a lot stronger than the foundations.
Well, they hit the walls.
That's what I mean."
Theo looks at Hans and slowly pulls the handle of his sword, looking at him.
You're supposed to use the ballista, not your sword.
Puts the sword on the ballista.
Oh God.
Don't want to put that fucking sword on there. Holy shit.
All right, Govalon, you're up.
Slap the button twice, 2 shots.
All right, let's go.
2 shots.
Literally just a rapid fire, like he's a fucking Family Feud guest. So let's see. 1,
Take it, Grandma.
2. Oh, piss.
Ooh.
You will
You missed that one.
try another. You
So
will
that
get
that'd be a 22 and a 15.
both of those will actually hit.
Ah! Let me
And-
score that up.
And with that, Govalon now has a best of 3. Wait, no, only 2. He only hit twice,
I'm
right?
tied with
Yeah, you only
Lou.
hit twice.
Oh,
Tied
he's
with Lou.
he's tied with Lou. Zam. Alrighty then. That's the case. It's loose turn
Funny
now.
you mentioned cornhole, Vox.
God!
We had something exactly like this with fucking corn in another goddamn game.
I'm a Pennsylvania man, so we have ostensive cornhole lore. Anyway, oh god, with a crit, oh Christ. With a crit, you actually take out 2 of the alternating rows of dummies at once, so you end up hitting 2 of them.
Piss.
And with that, there's like a giant gaudy like airplane siren that just like blares over everything. And
It's best to 3. Now you have to keep scoring until you underflow.
a bunch of horrible like confetti starts to like rain from everything. It's like, Lou is the winner, of course. Get the fuck out of here. You'll be getting your consolation prizes in 5 business days.
If we make it that long.
This confetti
One is
smells
just
like Lego.
spinning.
Govlon continues to spin.
He's literally just spinning angrily, and all the fumes are literally making like a twister above his head as he's literally like he has his legs clamped onto the ballista and is just rotating like a madman from the waist up,
Amazing.
just uttering obscenities that are incomprehensible, mostly because he's fast as fuck and also speaking in a different language.
Another friendly contest won by Lou.
Yeah,
that's
not
fucked up.
ranged. Like I said, I'm not a ranged person. Good job, Lou.
You both said you're the front line. This would be my job either way.
If I had a nickel for every time that Zach and Kriz specifically had some kind of competition with firearms, I think I'd have like 3 nickels by now.
Yeah, remember when we had the duel?
God, the
with
duel,
Hector,
man.
and he just pulled out a Glock. We're having a friendly duel so that Lou could test out his monk training, and Hector was packing.
He was like parrying this who fucking casual. God.
Hey Kriz, can you post the picture of Hector, because I don't think anyone has.
Oh, yes.
I don't think we've seen him yet.
Let's
Lou would
post
be
a picture of-
cracked at cornhole.
Let me see if I can get a good picky.
Second phase.
So
Yeah, I need to post all phases, but go on.
Yeah, so anyway, I was just gonna talk a little bit about, who Hector is, and well, more or less, I'm probably just gonna I'll let Kriz talk about who Hector was and who he is now, because he's been mentioned a few times in this session.
He's also been killed twice.
So Hector was one of my characters for sort of like the main game in which like this one's an offshoot of, so to speak. It's called The Three Kingdoms, and he was essentially just a Dark Souls reference. Just this super tall, silent, like, knight in fucking armor. And he's actually a cleric, so he was the party healer. And since he couldn't speak, he had these special magical wooden carvings that he would drop on the ground, and they would explode, and they would just make, like, a little word like, hello, or thank you. And that's how he would communicate. He had 5 of them, just 5 to fucking make use of. And something that the party, or at least one of the party members, found out early on was that he was actually undead, just like another Dark Souls character. And it's funny because the man died twice after dying originally for the first time, so technically he's died 3 times in his whole existence.
It's really funny because when Kriz was actually using the carvings, he actually had a soundboard that played them whenever he was communicating as Hector. And the funniest shit would be whenever he misclicked it by accident or something in the system reset it, so a bunch of carvings would just go off at once. So in game, we always considered it being just like Hector accidentally spilling his little bag of carvings everywhere.
Spills the bag. It's like, so originally, this is what he looked like. He had one thing that defined him was that he had this big old sticker on his like cuirass or whatever it's called, the breastplate, that just said, "My name is Hector," so that he could give his name to people because he didn't have a carving for it. And he had his whole thing was that he had giant fucking door shields and was a super defensive powerhouse, but he was vulnerable to backstabs. And when he died for the first time, like after being undead, is when he fell to his death. And Gabo DiGiorno, the guy we're kind of like interrogating right now, was actually the one who revived him. And he ended up becoming this sort of thing where Oh yeah, I neglected to mention this. Essentially, Hector found a new set of armor that was this super rusty, spiky thing, right? And so when he was killed and brought back, he essentially just morphed into the armor and literally just became a living suit of armor. Like there's no person in there anymore. He's hollow. And yeah, he was a metal fucking monster. And many things have happened to him. He's a very pure soul, but something sort of corrupted him. And
Yeah. I was gonna say, Kriz, can you show them those pieces that I made?
Oh yes, Paleblood, I got you.
Yeah, they're in the art section. Yeah.
So when Hector died for the second time, when he was in his rust form, because Lou shot him to death, he was essentially trapped in this fucking basically hell dimension, and he had to literally fight his way fucking out of it.
Well,
It's actually Bobby's dimension.
he didn't fight his way out per se. He just kept fighting until he was brought back again.
Yeah, actually, he literally was fighting indefinitely until he stopped because he was revived. And yeah, these are some of the pictures of him finding the location and then him just like literally ripping the heads off fucking like things that were basically like him. He's been through a lot, and he's very dear to my heart.
I do not want Hector to die again because that means he gets shoved back into Bobby's domain. And you know who he's going to have to fight?
Yeah, there's like this whole theory with like Hector will end up becoming evil and will turn on the party. Just
Evil
not even because he
Hector.
wants to, just because like literally with every revival, part of him is lost.
And
so he can literally go hollow.
That's literally the poetic thing about Hector, where all of this stuff is happening to him, but he's mute. And every time he's revived, he is literally losing his intelligence score, basically.
Well,
Yeah,
except for
literally.
one time.
So people really don't even know who Hector is.
Except
Oh
for one
god.
time he was able to speak. That was tragic.
Oh
yeah, he was given like in near death. No, in what was basically death. Oh my god! And one of the saddest things ever is that he was a cleric of a god named Cernus, and he was close with her until his connection was severed after just the events of dying, and just like I remember him grabbing an effigy of Cernus after he was no longer a cleric of her, and it literally burned his fucking hand through the armor, and I was like,
It's really funny because the whole thing about Cernus is that if you die as a follower of her, you are immediately brought back as what's called a Star Revenant, which is basically like one of the many types of undead that's playable in my setting. However, because Hector was already a Star Revenant, when he died the second time, Cernus could not save him and basically gave him the option to pass over into an afterlife in quotations, or he could sever his connection with her so he could basically be revived by this other power that was being channeled by Gabo DiGiorno, and Hector accepted it.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, that means Hector
Wait.
arc is next.
Oh, that means Hector's a cleric of fucking Bobby. Oh no.
No, it's
No,
not
he's a cleric
Bobby.
of Gabo.
Yeah,
technically.
It's even worse.
He's a cleric. He's a cleric of that horned man that Gabo made the deal with.
Yeah.
Hector arc is next.
He used to be a life cleric, and now he is a death cleric.
Oh no!
But hey, we have a bard still. In the main game.
We have half a bard.
And the saddest part. So with the Three Kingdoms, the main campaign, we have cycled through so many party members. There have been so many deaths, and Hector is the only one from the original party that is still like he is still active. Other party members died or left, and he is all that stands of the original. Like Lou also, but Lou left the party at just
Yeah, Lou.
Just
Go on,
the
Mason.
right time.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lou was technically also an original, just like Hector, but because of how I've split the party up, Lou is no longer with them. And this is, and of course, this whole game that we've been playing is basically the side of Lou, since he did not go with the party into the portal back when the teleporter event happened.
His side of the story, or at least whatever he can do when we're somewhere the fuck else.
Well,
And yeah, like he left the party, so the only original member is fucking Hector, and he's just
Oh,
alone. Even his
God.
fucking best friend left because fucking Lou.
Oops.
So with that, I said we'd probably stop the game at around 9:30, and it is getting around that time. So all I wanted to say is thank you so much for tuning in and watching. We will be continuing next week at our usual time. And also, of course, for our viewers who are in the chat right now, thank you so much for your involvement and all of your all of your wit. I really appreciate it, and hopefully there will be a lot more one day. And also, of course, thank you to the people who also, come to these streams after they're already filmed and watch them again, because there are quite a few of them now. So again,
that's true.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Get Molly on your phone.
Get Molly on your phone.
And we'll see you all next week. And again, another Happy New Year as well. Let's let 2024 have a lot more suffering.
God.
All right, goodbye,
May the
everyone.
agony fucking continue, I guess.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Goodbye.